relics of Alexandria. I have to find a way in at any price. I really hope Cleopatra's remedy against the plague works. This galley is part of Cleopatra's fleet. It was probably damaged in battle. Here's the chest where the galley's sails are stored. The sail is too heavy to carry and too thick to tear with bare hands. First a potter, now a tailor. It seems risking your life is the best way to pick up a trade. This must be the chest of the galley's carpenter. It's the same signal as the one from the Heliolab. It has to be Iris and her father. Praise be to Zeus, they're alive! Feet, make haste! The chest with the counterweight isn't completely full yet. Strange. This wooden frame seems like it's made to fit around a stone. Here's something for the Cyclops to chew on. The war machine is no misnomer. A few more well-placed stones and these walls are archaeology. It's a piece of the flag. I think it goes here. Well, better get the whole thing finished with straight away. Sospetes, son of Xiphides of Cnidus, has dedicated this monument to the savior god of sailors. He who destroys this lighthouse shall fall victim to the 3 Gorgon sisters. The rest of the message broke off with the rest of the plaque. If I need some sand, I know where to come. We could make new bags out of this. There's one bag sewn. Phew. There's nothing like sand for your ballasting needs. Now the chest is full. The Cyclops is ready for action. If I meet another Egyptian who wants a statuette, I have everything I need to make one. Before I stuff it down his throat. And a peg for the Cyclops. You've got to be kidding. The ladder won't reach the top of the walls. This rigging won't withstand the traction. I'll need a peg to hold both the pieces together. This peg must prevent the winch from unwinding. The ladder is still here. Now then, let's attach it to the hook on the arm. Great. It's jammed. I'll need a tool to pop it out. It's always nice to have a Cyclops around when you need one. Thanking you, Poseidon, sir. Coat of chainmail. This one is especially fine. This door should lead to the stairs. Who dares wins. Just a few hundred paces and I'll find Iris. Almost there. Don't tell me. This armored door is locked. How am I supposed to reach the top of the lighthouse now? I wasn't born a monkey or a seagull. The text is incomplete. You, who built this lighthouse, become the guardian of the sun chariots. This mechanism was spared the frenzy of Mars and his warriors. and it seems to have unlocked something behind these discs. Only a god could carry out the divination for the queen. I've got to spare myself Cleopatra's wrath. It's time to leave the city. I'll get Iris, then we'll leave this once great city to its insanity. Won't take much to match my weight. 6 or 7, I guess. I should have spent more time in the gymnasium instead of studying the stars. I'm an intellectual, not an athlete. That's what Iris liked about me. This weighs a ton. Counterweight in the chariot seemed to weigh the same. Finally, everything's in place. Praise be to Bess. Counterweight in the chariot seemed to weigh the same. Iris, where are you? Hydra chamber. This must be the last room in the lighthouse before the fire chamber. Iris, where in the names of the gods is she? The Cyclops, Apollo's chariot, and now Hydra heads. Got my work cut out for me if I'm going to beat Hercules to task number 12.
Thomas! Is that you?
Of course it's me, Iris! Who else? Where are you?
In the last room of the lighthouse, in the fire chamber. Look, there should be a trap door just above you.
The fire chamber?
Don't worry, the fire's out. Listen carefully. Whatever you do, don't touch the ropes. The top of the lighthouse summit was sabotaged, and you can't use the stairs.
What? What do you mean?
Some of the ropes are tied to the beams where I'm being held at the top of the lighthouse. Do you understand?
I think so. So if I pull on these ropes, everything will collapse and hello Anubis, is that it?
Exactly. But it's more complicated than that. You still have to pull on some of the ropes.
But you just told me not to!
Some of the ropes also lift the metal panels, preventing me from getting out of the fire chamber.
What metal panels?
There are these panels in here to reflect the light, but they're blocking the exit. Some of those ropes there will raise the panels, and I'll be able to get out of here.
I think I get you. So it's up to me to figure out which of these ropes control the metal mirrors.
You got it, Thomas. You sure are a fast learner for a man.
Haha, thanks. Consider it done. Hang on, I'll get you out.
Hurry up. I can't take it anymore.
Are you sure there are no kidnappers hiding in the lighthouse?
Those cowards ran away after locking me in the fire chamber. What about the soldiers?
They ran away too. Let's forget all about that. I have to get you out.
Just hurry up, Thomas. They might be back. You never know. Their leader scared me half to death.
Who was he? A lowlife from the slums of Alexandria who hangs out with the likes of Ptolemy?
I don't know. I didn't see his face. He had some sort of funny mask. All I know is he was a hunchback.
A hunchback? What a coincidence! I just met one of them. Then again, Alexandria does have its fair share of hunchbacks. It's all the rage right now.
Thomas, do you mind hurrying up? This hunchback is the only one I'm worried about.
Oh, and I have a remedy against the plague. You should take some.
I don't need it. My kidnappers gave me some of theirs before they left. I'm immune now.
Their master must be quite an important fellow to get his hands on that kind of medicine.
For your information, they work for Ptolemy the 13th.
I know! Cleopatra told me!
You saw the queen?
Yeah! I'll tell you about it all later. Long story.
Fine. Just hurry up.
Three Gorgons guard the sun. Call them, and the light shall be yours. I must free Iris. This sieve would put a Nubian gold digger to shame. Eureka! Let's place what I've got next to the plaque. This is hopeless. I could sit through a desert full of sand and still not find the pieces of the puzzle. piece of panel might be hiding in my bag. The chest with the counterweight isn't completely full yet. Sostratos, son of Dixiphanes of Cnidos, has dedicated this monument to the savior god of sailors. He who destroys this lighthouse shall fall victim to the 3 Gorgon sisters. What if the names of the 3 Gorgon sisters is on the missing part of the plaque? And a renowned organ at that. Two Gorgon names down. Gorgons are defeated. I'll make an offering at the altar of the saints. The winch is unblocked. That's it. This rope lifts one of the metal panels in the fire chamber. This rope is booby-trapped. It's tied to a pillar. Come on. Keep... Oh!
Great, Thomas! One of the panels just raised. 2 more, and I can finally escape.
That's it. This rope lifts one of the metal panels in the fire chamber. Come on. Keep... Oh!
A second panel has raised, Thomas. 1 more, and the opening will be big enough for me to escape.
That's it. This rope lifts one of the metal panels in the fire chamber. Come on. Keep... Oh!
Thank you, Thomas. Thomas, at last. If only you knew how happy I am to see you. I thought I never would.
So did I, Iris. I'll never leave you again.
May Osiris protect us both. But tell me, how did you find me?
I found your messages in the garden and followed Eris's arrow, and then I used the Heliolab to meet up with the Queen.
I knew you'd come. So, what did Cleopatra say?
Well, we struck a deal. I gave her the Enuma Anuanil tablets, and she told me where you were.
So you do have the tablets?
Yes, well, no. The Queen's got them now.
Did you meet anyone suspicious in the Great Library?
Just a few crocodiles and Sobek's guardian. Total nutcase. Why do you ask?
Well, my father told our kidnappers he needed the tablets that were hidden in the library just to buy some time. Their leader went straight off to get them.
I bet he ended up as lunch for some of those crocodiles. I still can't figure out what they wanted with you.
They wanted my father to perform a false divination for Cleopatra, saying the stars demanded her abdication in favor of her brother.
And your father refused?
Yes, he was a man with principles, not one of those opportunists at the royal court, ready to betray the Queen at the drop of a hat. Let's get out of this lighthouse and go and see Cleopatra.
Are you crazy? We've got to leave Alexandria. Look around. It's civil war. And without your father, the divination is impossible anyway. Cleopatra will be furious if we show up now. Hello, remember us?
I'll perform the divination myself.
What? What do you know about the ancient Chaldean practice of royal divinations? You can't bluff your way through.
I don't need to. My father may be dead, but I shall continue his life's work. I owe it to him. I can do it.
Alexandria is steeped in fire and blood. There's no time for that. We have to leave. We must.
Please, let me perform this divination. For the sake of my father.
Why me? Okay, if it's that important to you. But how?
My father did start to initiate me into the ancient practices of the Chaldeans. I think I'm ready to perform the divination for the Queen.
You better be right or the wrath of the Queen will be upon us.
You can chicken out if you want.
You think I'd leave without you? I'm not afraid of the Queen of Egypt. Let's go. And may Bess have pity on us.
Thank you, Thomas. I knew I could count on you. Cleopatra awaits. Let's hurry. The Queen needs her divination. There's a war raging, and we don't want to be late.
How exactly do you plan on performing the divination for Cleopatra?
Everything is almost ready. I've gathered most of the data I need from helping my father with his research.
So what's left to be done?
I have to read the tablets and make a few calculations with the instruments from the observatory.
That's it?
Yes, I can finish the rest in one night, and then we'll be ready for the Queen. Only then will we be truly free. Free to go wherever our hearts take us.
But are you sure you can trust the Queen?
What a question! After you, Cleopatra is the person I trust most of all.
Well, me, I don't get her. Half the kingdom worships her, and the other half despises her. I can't make heads or tails of it.
Thomas, why do you always need to understand everything? Queens are like the stars. They have their mysteries.
I think I prefer astronomy to astrology.
You've read too many Greek theoreticians. They're too rational. Neither the world nor men are so, believe me.
It's pointless to go over this again. We've had this talk about 1,000,000 times, and it's not really the moment to get into a debate.
You're right. It's high time we met the Queen of Egypt.
What will become of us if we can't perform the divination?
Why even consider defeat?
I prefer to have a backup plan in case the stars aren't on our side.
Well, let's just be patient about it and wait for the stars to smile on us again.
I hope Cleopatra's patience will rival yours.
Everything will go according to plan. The stars protect Egypt and her queen.
Let's go now.
You're right. Let's go meet with the queen.
After sounding the horn, the sailors came to collect us, and we went to our audience with the Queen.
Akkad is dead. I'm not sure what to think, Iris. You're very young to counsel the Queen of Egypt. Nevertheless, as a token to the memory of your father, I empower you to consult the stars and reveal to me their secrets. Remember that my life and the fate of Egypt are in the balance. Leave now.
We returned to the observatory, and Iris began to decipher the ancient tablets.